The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, Thursday, December 8th. Don't forget BubbaArmyMerch.com. And so far, man, like I loved Dan's hat design. Blitz, are you working on yours? You've been, kind of roughing it in a little bit?
Sure.
Anna, I see that you're kind of trying to rough yours in a little bit.
I sent it to you.
Well, no, is that officially what you're going with?
Yes.
All right, well, okay. We'll have to go through that again.
Okay.
Lummy, are you working on yours?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. And got a hold of Caviar Tacos, too, to get that
change, that little change,
Yeah.
you get it back over. Yep.
Tell him, can you give me kind of a rough estimate? I'm like, is it going to be like, I kind of need a rough estimate.
You don't want a chicken sandwich?
Well, I'm thinking maybe a couple $100. What if he says let's like $3,400 or something? I can't.
To do what now?
To draw it?
Yeah,
You're paying him for it?
It's already drawn.
Well, maybe he says don't even worry about it. I mean, the
He's a
spectrum is from
big-time-
3
big-time
to
artist. I mean,
whatever, Lummy. Just tell him, okay?
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
Now, of course, I'm a big Yellowstone fan. Are you and I, Lummy, the only Yellowstone fans around?
Yeah, in here, yep. Yeah, besides Dr. Dan.
Me.
No, you're not a Yellowstone fan.
Nope, I hate that show.
You've never
Is
even
it
watched
too?
it.
Is
It's
it?
got to be one of the worst shows on TV.
Okay,
really
they both
bad.
have never watched it.
It's like super bad. Not a lot of diversity.
Whatever.
Yeah, the Native Americans.
They're fake.
There's a lot of hot chicks doing a lot of hot stuff, and there's some cowboying, and there's some sassy chicks in there.
Are there any trans people?
Yep.
Tons.
Yep. Didn't think so.
Yeah, there is.
No, there is a trans. I think there's a transitioning person
there
on
is.
there. Yeah.
Is there maybe someone who looks
African American. There's African Americans in there.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of cowboys.
And
too,
there's also an
sexy-ass
African American cowboy, too.
So stop trying to hate
I
on
might start watching
Yellowstone.
it. That's the case.
terrible?
And Don Oliveri from St. Pete, who plays Susan Atwood. Honestly, I don't think that she's gonna respond to our response to our. I haven't got a response back yet. Have you?
Mm-mm.
We jobbed ourselves.
Sorry.
So anyway,
Bitch, be humble.
yeah. Dan. The ongoing rib here with the show is there's this stupid show from like 2000 and like what? With the Unhinged. What year was Unhinged?
Was that 18, 19?
I don't know. No, I think it was like 14, 15, something like that. I don't know. It was with John Goodman and it's
2020.
all right, and it's the most cheese dick of a.
Crowe.
It's the worst. It's Russell Crowe and it's this guy and he gets road rage and there's this mom and she's got a couple kids and she's just the average single mom and then this Russell Crowe gets road raged on her over just one little incident on the highway and he's completely obsessed with her to like kill her.
Unhinged gets a 48% rating on
Guess
Rotten
what?
Tomatoes.
Guess what? Dr. Dan's movie gets.
Shh, we're gonna step through this.
I know, that's why I didn't say it.
Settle down, everybody. So my mom, God bless her little soul, and my stepfather, like, man, we watched this incredible movie. You've got to watch it, Bubba. It's called Unhinged. I'm like, okay. So like a dumbass before watching it. Well, I take that back. I did watch it and thought it was pretty cool. So I watched it and I thought it was pretty cool, but I watched it with the mindset that my mom thought it was cool. So, but upon further recollection or whatever the hell.
Yeah, recollection.
Upon further recollection, Unhinged is the worst cheese-dicked, knowing what's going to happen. Like it's terrible.
Someone got stabbed in a diner and no one did anything about it.
It's absolutely terrible.
Then they towed a car and put it upside down.
It's a joke. It's absolutely terrible. It's a joke. And so that was my mom's movie recommendation. Everybody here, I made everybody watch it. I thought it was really good. And
because you said it was like just an awesome movie.
Well, the ongoing rib within the show is, Unhinged was a joke, and Bubba's movie recommendations suck, and blah blah blah.
I'll never take you seriously. I can't trust you anymore.
So
Can't trust your judgment.
and a lot of my movie recommendations I get from my, like Banshee, I got from Alan from Cincinnati. Now, I don't know how many went and watched Banshee, but Banshee was pretty cool.
I believe Dan.
I think Dan's the only one to watch Banshee.
Yes.
Banshee. Even Chat, who hates my guts, might, if they saw Banshee. First of all, Banshee had a bunch of hot chicks, and they showed a lot of sex. Like there was a lot of sex. And so Dan comes to me. Now, this is Dan. This isn't my mom, who's 76 years old, and some baby boomer. This is Dr. Dan Diaco.
Hero to me.
This is Dr. Dan, mother effing, Ferrari driving, Lamborghini driving, doctor and lawyer in. Coach puts the best set of breasts on. I mean, like he's this. I mean, women's breasts in Tampa, Florida, are they're nice. They're called Diacos. Like his name is synonymous with nice boobs,
with excellence.
He's smart.
He's breastulence.
He's brilliant.
His Mondays and Tuesdays start out being a radio co-host star. Then he goes into being a surgeon and ends the day being a lawyer.
Right, and then we'll write on a script on the way out for Snotty Nose.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Dr. Dan Diaco comes to me and he says, bro, you've got to watch the new Mel Gibson show called, was it On the Line? And I go, well, what is it about? And he goes, first of all, it's about radio, which you're going to love. And I go, Dan, usually radio movies to me suck because it's just like not how it really is.
Right.
Like radio movies to me, are a joke. He goes, no, okay, I get it. But this is just unbelievable. So Dan has recommended that I watch On the Line. Now, Lummy has gotten some iggies from the boys that have saying that this is going to be the next Unhinged.
Well, Unhinged gets 48% on Rotten Tomatoes, and this movie gets 24%.
All right, so that's better, right?
No, it's way worse.
Oh, the lower numbers worser?
Yeah, that's the approval. The people that would say they recommend watching it.
So here's the deal, Lummy. We're going to collectively watch it as a group here, and then we're going to determine whether you guys think I should watch it.
I mean, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to watch it just because it's radio, whatever, but I'm not expecting much.
Right, okay. You know what, Blitz? How about we go into it like that?
Yeah.
We're going to watch it, but chances are it's going to suck.
Yeah.
Because people can't, if you're in radio, you're a little more critical of radio stuff.
Sure.
All right, people. Settle in, relax. Give me a call. This is...
Where's your earphones?
Behind his ears. His cans.
Ready?
I'm always ready.
We're expecting your calls. Talk to Elvis live on air and tell him about all of
this.
Okay,
Elvis
maybe I won't watch it. No, it's a guy named Elvis in California, supposedly.
Like, this is...
But just let's give it a chance. Let's watch the whole thing.
The people that have called my show have been far. I mean, okay, let's see. Let's
just watch the full show.
Elvis Cooney.
Actually, Blitz, this might give me an idea for a show that we can produce. Let's see what they use for callers, because I got callers from guys that have had sex with donkeys to women that have
had sex.
Well,
this guy actually, he leaves his wife and daughter behind to go work in L.A. at a radio station.
Oh, sounds like me.
If it isn't the greatest...
What? What am I missing?
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, how could you be a movie?
If it isn't the greatest radio host... Okay, we got Gary on the line. What say you, Gary?
It'll kill you.
Gary, you with us?
Same Gary that calls us.
Really screwed up tonight.
You at home?
So maybe Gary's this bad guy who tries to kill him, but we've already had 2 of those this year.
I know.
We got 2.
Or kill himself.
We got 2 guys that have already tried to kill us this year that are in jail.
Great. And he's got a new intern. His new intern's name is Dylan.
Does the home belong to someone you know?
No.
It belongs to somebody not very nice.
And I'm gonna take out his whole family.
It says he runs the show with radio, who is the switchboard operator.
I'm breaking into the house.
Hey, Gary, stop. Wait, come on. Why hurt his family? I mean,
This is...
I want to watch it.
I'm gonna definitely watch
I'm
it.
gonna watch it
This
just
is
because Blitz.
horrible.
I'm gonna watch it just because I'm gonna make a movie of me saying hello, Power Pig, and then just all the crazy stuff that I've gotten over the years.
Right.
Oh, you're
I
gonna
got
make
a
a movie
guy.
too now?
I got a guy that'd be like, Bubba, hi, my name's Jim, and I'm a swinger in L.A. And I went out to see this chick, and her husband said I could have sex with her, so I went in there to have sex with her, and she said my penis wasn't girthy enough, so she made me go to the refrigerator and wrap ham around my penis. So I wrapped ham, cold lunch meat ham around my penis, and she said I was finally girthy enough. I got that phone call.
Nice.
That's funnier than some dude who wants to kill himself, ain't it?
He doesn't want to kill himself.
Or anybody else for that matter. Everybody wants Ham Bandit. Nobody wants Johnny Killer, boy.
You're better than that, Gary. Tell me calmly.
And Blitz, let's not forget, I have had real suicide callers over the years.
This isn't a suicide one.
I know, but I've had those if we're talking about my callers, right?
Yeah.
We need to find, oh God,
This was filmed in France.
I know, this is
We just watch you guys play in a
we need
second.
to find the best callers.
What
God.
exactly are you?
Yeah, we do.
Stop fart.
I'm at
Stop
your
fart.
house.
Hold on. I rewound it, and we're not going to stop it, okay, bitch? So just shut your yap over there.
Yes, sir.
Your $1,600 spending
Yeah.
spree.
It's 1,400.
Yeah. No, it's going to be 16, bitch. Don't
At
lie.
least it will be.
Here we go.
Gary, what was that?
I'm breaking into the house.
Hey, Gary, stop. Wait, come on. Why hurt his family? I mean, they're innocent. You're better than that, Gary. Tell me calmly.
Gary.
Where exactly are you?
I'm at your house.
Oh my God.
Tonight, I've gone out of my way to make sure you spend the worst night of your life. See, I've created a game, and I think you're gonna love it.
This is
Unhinged Part 2.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
and don't forget, Dr. Dan Diaco, one of the most smartest men we knew.
New?
We knew.
We don't know you
may not be
anymore,
part of
but
it.
hey.
Disowned him.
Specifically told me, you've got to watch this. My God, it'll blow you away. It's all about radio. Dan, this is the furthest thing from radio, buddy.
Let's just finish it. One call.
This can still end well.
Oh my God!
To end well.
I don't want to die here.
I had a woman that stalked me in Orlando and wanted to kill me, and the cops got involved, and they had to go to her apartment complex and break the door down, and she was at work, and she had this whole shrine of me, and every time that I'd mentioned her name, she had all these tapes transcribed, these cassettes and pictures of me with like
Joe the Supermart.
yeah. Let's call her, I don't know, let's say her name was like Jen. I don't know, but I've had some really weird ones.
Well, if we don't want to die, we gotta fight.
Oh, now you're okay.
That won't be easy. Now I want
I don't even want to watch this. It's so stupid.
I don't either, but I'm going to.
you to jump.
Oh, he told me you're jumping?
How about you tell us the truth? We're all listening.
Show yourself, you slippery son of a...
Yeah, you slippery snake, you.
Wow.
Thank you,
Dan.
Dr. Dan. I will make sure we go home and all watch that today.
No, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend the entire weekend looking for all my own phone calls. And I'm going to do my own movie. Saying
You're gonna make a movie?
real radio phone call.
make a movie?
Real up phone calls.
What the hell,
Mel
man did.
Gibson in Hollywood tried to give you some bullcrap, fake, contrived thing that never really happened. It's not based on a true story or anything.
Be dialing 5.
Let me show you about when you get a guy on the phone with his wife and she works at the strip club, and he's afraid that he's gonna let's what was his name? Mark? No, what was
Talking about
Henry.
Henry Nivette.
Henry. Yeah. So let's say that this really happened. I had a guy named Henry. He called me up. Hey, Bubba, it's Henry, and I'm like, yes, Henry. He's like, I listen to your show every day. I'm a lawn dog. I mow lawns and everything. Yes, Henry. What's going on? Well, my wife. She's cheating on me. Well, how do you know? Well, because she does daytimes at the local strip club here, and she's when we're like, well, Henry, I mean, there's a certain amount of stuff she's got to be doing.
Did he like work for IKEA or something?
Yeah, he did. He worked. He's like something like that.
Built cabinets or something.
That was played during the shows yesterday on Bar.
Did it really?
Yeah, it's 15 minutes, or I think 23 minutes actually.
Like, Henry, listen, her name's Yvette, right? Yeah. Well, listen, you can't let her do. I mean, you can't let her treat you like a jobber, Henry. You got to tell her. Tell her. Step up and tell her. And then he was like, remember, Lummy? He was just like, I was going to say it's okay. It's like, it's okay for you to do that. Just don't leave me, remember?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, let's just tell her that. So I convinced him to give me her phone number, and I call her up, and I conference call her, but we make an agreement. We're like, hey, Henry, here's the deal. If I start getting too crazy, like I'm getting a little bit too much heat that's going to get you in trouble at home, just hit 5 on your key button. Now hit 5 right now so we can hear it. So he hits 5, beep. So, okay, so if I'm going a little too crazy with the vet, and I'm doing you dirty, hit 5. Well, I'm like, Yvette, man, I got Henry on the phone, and we want to talk about you and you dancing at the daytime strip deal, and all of a sudden you hear ding, ding.
Well, because you started
ding.
saying that you weren't going to tell her he was on the phone, and then you did, and then
you're
he
right.
started hitting the phone.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, listen, I'm not even going to tell her that you're on the phone, Henry. You just listen in, and she won't know who's hitting 5. She can think one of my producers are doing. He's like, oh, okay. So I'm like, so anyway, listen, Henry loves you so very much, and even if you are at work and you kind of like a guy, Henry would even be cool, like if you want to. And he's like, oh, 5, 5, 5, 5.
And then she started saying he's bad in bed.
Then she said he's bad in bed, and he has small penis, and then all you hear is 5, 5, 5. I'm like, I put Henry on hold, remember?
Yeah.
And then she's like, why are you beating? She didn't call it beating around. She called it beating around the bush or
something like that.
Taking it around the bush. She meant like beating around the bush, not quite being direct with somebody.
Yeah.
And she kept saying, I don't know why we have to take it around the bush. And but I mean, that's better than any stupid Mel Gibson Hollywood fakeness. Let me give you some real phone calls. Had a guy call in one time. His name was Calvin the Cow Effer.
Don't forget the Ham Bandit.
And I was like, hello. And he goes, hey, this is Calvin. I work out here at a farm in Fort Myers or something. And the owners don't know, but at night I go up and I make love to these cows. And we're like, what?
Nice.
Yeah.
We had the assassin from Woodbine.
The
remember?
anal assassin?
Yeah, he played Intruder.
Yeah. We had this guy named, I think he's dead now, but he called himself the anal assassin. And he would only make love that anally.
But he would play Intruder.
But with this girl, he would set up where he would break in. And then he would be like, I forget what his real name was.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Mark, are you sure that they oh yeah, man, see, we talk about it down there at the bar. And so when we're at the bar, right, our last game of pool, she says, come by my house here in about 20 minutes, and I'm going to leave the back door a little bit ajar, and you break in, and I'm going to say, no, stop, this is not what I want. And you just to keep it going there, Mark. And we're like, so for real? He's like, yeah, so I see this girl, this Jen girl down here at the bar. I said, hey, what my reputation is? I'm the anal assassin. And, here's the little game I like to play. And he talks these girls into he's like, I picked one off last night. And we had a guy who worked at the Piggly Wiggly who liked to make love to hams.
Yeah.
He would take the canned ham and like, like.
What would he do?
Like, F it. Like he would have sex with these canned hams. His name was the
In
ham.
the can?
He would open up the can and he would, make love to the ham because the ham's all squishy and
the cam ham.
Yeah, the canned hams are they probably feel pretty good on your penis, and you go ahead and then you leave your mess in the can, and then he would throw
Put his penis in the can. That's dangerous.
he would leave his orgasm and stuff in the can in the can, and then he would just throw it in the employee bathroom. Well, it got to be this big caper. The manager and stuff's like, which one of my employees are screwing hams? And they had like this whole investigation and stuff, and they never found out that he was the ham bandit.
Yeah, he had to stop for a little bit because they were watching.
Yeah, he's like, man, I was telling you right now, like 2 or 3 weeks without having to do it because they had a guy posted right up there at the restroom. He had to check in and check out. So he couldn't do it then. We had a woman that was so addicted to heroin that I had a woman call in one time. She was so addicted to heroin that she would go to her drug dealer. She wouldn't have any money, and he would put like cream cheese on her privates and have an animal, a cat, lick it off.
Don't forget the guy that banged the dead people.
And then she scored, she would score her little smack or whatever. And another dude, he called in. He's like, listen, we need to start finding all of these
they're
calls.
on bar. I can email or put them on
Make it a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Starring Mel Gibson.
Just, yeah. And then you just reenact all these, right? And they happened. I think we animate them.
Oh, I was going to say, we want to be animated.
Let's just call it Caviar. Caviar, how much to animate the goddamn ham bandit, buddy?
Oh, God.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.